Okay, so I'm going to play a quick clip from yesterday's video. Enjoy. The swing structure, so this is our swing high and our swing low. This is our internal structure. We still expect this high to hold. This is a strong high. You can see here, brilliant rejection. So we're still expecting this low to go. So our bias is still down, but we can't ignore this area. For me, this is the most important area for the day. Secondary to this area. What we would like to see, if our bias is to the downside, we would like to see the structure break these lows, come back up into an area of premium supply, and then we can get that short and we can target these lows. Okay, simple enough. Now the likelihood is that this level acts as a reaction point. We do get some sort of reaction off there. We could potentially look for scalps on the day. There may be something lining up nicely. There may be some in slower time frame breaker structures. There may be some VWAPs. I haven't added the daily open yet. Let me just do that. Yeah, that's the daily open. So yeah, you can see here we're just bouncing off the daily open right now. So we could potentially come up back up to the daily open like that, and then we could look for that breaker structure, and then we could potentially short, or we could just find some area of confluence in here. You know, that's more risky trading. It's more scalping territory. Yeah, I expect a reaction from there. If we do get a reaction, we come back up, we come back down, we break that, we're expecting new lows. Unfortunately, I can't give you a concrete buy here, sell here. You know, if anyone's giving you these with high degree of confidence, then unfortunately they're not the people you want to be listening to. They're certainly not. So what did I go through? I told you that this was our strong high. I told you this was the low I expected to go, and I told you this level was the most important level of the day. Okay, what happened? Well, not only did we get that reaction from there, we also bounced up, hit daily open, which I talked about. We then broke at the low. Okay, and we did come down, we come back up, but unfortunately this was very high frequency, very difficult unless you're like a scalping extraordinaire like Luke in our crypto group. For me, I was in and out of the charts all day, and it wasn't really something I was interested in. And you know, you're not getting these broad strokes of move and like these nice structural moves. You're just getting this crazy wick central. It's just constantly grind, take, you know, blast up, take supply, come down, bounce, blast up, take supply, down. It's just constant sort of like high frequency chop, yet it still moves in one direction. So if you look at this in a higher time frame, it's just going to be one direction sort of thing. But all week we've been talking about this low has to go because this is weak structure. This is strong structure. Okay. Now, obviously my bias for the week was correct. I had a 50-50 chance of being correct, but I could say with a degree of confidence that that was what was going to happen. Now, I could say that because what I'm doing is I'm trading from strong structure and targeting weak structure. It's such a simple notion, yet it's such a powerful tool. Okay. I obviously was aware of the potential that we could go beyond resistance, we could break structure, but the likelihood or the probabilities were in my favor that it holds because I'm trading from strong structure. The market has shown me via its data that we are in a bearish environment. Okay, the overall downtrend of the daily is down. The 4-hour has now shifted down. The bearish bias has indicated over the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame that we are going to new lows. Okay, so I'm not going to get excited by one day's worth of action where we pump and we break an internal high. Okay, maybe people do because then you get the retrace, you come down to the 618. Oh my god, look at this move, we're going to the moon. No, you run into a 4-hour area supply, a very strong one that lined up with a TPO, point of control. Okay, so I'm not trying to say that I'm some sort of wizard or mystic man for getting this right and understanding that this market is coming down. I'm just using simple structural rules. Okay, it couldn't be easier. This way of trading for me is just, it takes away so much sort of guesswork, and it takes away so much like sort of analysis paralysis, because you just, all you're doing is just trading the charts. You're just looking for structural changes. It's so simple and anyone can do it. Okay, now obviously our bias has been down, we're now gone down. Okay, what's next? Obviously I wanted this clean sort of break of this structure, come back up, get into some premium supply, and then we can short. But you can see the price was just mitigating supply, mitigating supply, mitigating supply, and just grinding, grinding, grinding. You know, the big boys didn't want you to get into that short, and they didn't want to make it easy. Okay, so now what can we expect? Now we've ran into this area of demand here. You can see this hourly candle here. We've jumped down into there and wick below. My expectation on the day, well, my hope for the day is that we come up, break some structure, show some bullish intraday structure, we come up and we start testing back into premium pricing. Now it's going to be difficult to call that. We did get the nice reaction on the daily again, daily open. So where's that this time? That sucks. It's only that deep. So potentially we come up, break that daily open. So I'd like to see, that would be a nice thing to see, breaking the daily open, holding it, and then showing some bullish structure. That for me would be a nice longer to take. So potentially looking up to this area here, maybe take out some of these wicks, maybe catch this area of supply here. You can see all of this that's built up yesterday. We look on the TPO again, you can see we've got this VWAP close. You can see the VWAP yesterday was pretty much just money. You've got that 4364, and you've also got the previous day time point of control as well, so that's around 4395. So that's you know, quite a bit higher, but anything's possible. So 4395 would be in that sort of premium zone, so it'd be around the 618 pretty much, which would be pretty tasty. Potentially induce this liquidity here. That was a nice sort of like last go at prices before boom, took it. I'm going to just confirm that. Yeah, you had that sort of bounce, bounce, bounce up, touch daily open, bang, gone. Okay, so there's potentially a nice bit of liquidity up there. You have got this sort of supply zone here on the 15-minute. So, you know, that would be a nice area to get. I would really like that. That's probably like the ideal short. We'll see. This may be enough for it. We'll have to see again. I haven't checked the session volume profiles. Obviously, this is TPO, but that's, these guys have just been awesome. Like you can see here, bounce there, bounce rejection here, and then we've got another one from the 9th of October around 4317. So 4317. What are we looking at? Yeah. So again, nice areas of demand. See that demand's in there, mitigated. We're now in this one that was unmitigated. So mitigated and unmitigated basically means, have you left a demand zone untapped? So this was an unmitigated one until it was tapped here, and then it got touched again. You can see it had a much harsher reaction in there because it had already been tapped. And now we're just sort of chilling out here. So, you know, if we do drop below, I would expect some sort of reaction from these demand zones here, 4317. So we look a little bit higher. We're looking at, you know, you got this sort of box area here, but you got that. Let me see, 4 hour. Yeah, see, it's just scruffy. There's just, the levels aren't very clean, and you know, if you're taking longs in this area, it is a bit more risky, because what do we know about this overall structure? You know, we know exactly what's happening. It's a clear 4 hour bearish trend, and we're expecting this low to go at any point. Probably happens by the end of this month. It would shock me if it takes till November, especially the rate this market's moving at the minute, but we'll see. Yeah, looking on the day for a nice break above daily opens, some nice bullish structure, get into that premium supply. Let's see this intent. if you've learned anything from me this week, please let it be this. If you're following price action into your larger time frame areas of interest, just like I pointed out up here, just like I pointed out over here, I think I did point that out over there, may have in one of my many takes, but I pointed out over here, pointed out over here, when you're hitting these larger areas of interest, look for the last low that took the previous high, okay? These are significant because what that shows is that there may be a reversal on the way. Right? It's not good enough to just short a level because the level's there. Look back at my previous video yesterday. A level doesn't have to work because it's there. A level needs to show you that it worked. Okay? This market's totally random. It can do whatever the hell it wants. Okay? Just because you put some boxes and lines there doesn't mean it works. Have to see this break a structure. Okay? You can then get in on the retrace. If it doesn't do that and it just goes boom, just shoots down, unlucky. Okay? That's just the way it goes. It's happened to me multiple times. That's just the way it goes. You could maybe try and get in jump on the train along the way, but unfortunately, if you want to be confident and you want small losers and large winners, this is what you have to wait for. Okay, it's all about risk to reward. You want an asymmetric imbalance between risk to reward. You don't want, like this. You want like this. You want real money. Okay, real awesome trades. Be a sniper rifle. Wait, kill. Okay. Let me just quickly go into here. Cool news, got my own channel now. Added this. Okay, boys, it's almost time. We've had that break. Unfortunately, we didn't come any lower, but the sentiment still stands. Wait for confirmation of the break. Wait for retrace above 0.5. Wait for low time frame structure to change, taking out the low that took the last high. Wait for the retrace back into premium. Kill shot. Okay? Wait, kill. That's how you've got to do it, okay? Patience pays. And don't be a hero. All right. Thanks, guys.